Hey everybody, I know it's a little bit late from when I'm posting this, but I just got back from watching Wonka, the origin story of Willy Wonka. Um, Before I get to my review of the movie, I remember that 3C Films, a critic I hear on YouTube, did a popcorn bucket of his own for the movie, the two hats from AMC and Cinemark, if I remember correctly. I actually got one of my own. Instead of a hat this time, it's actually this little suitcase. You see, it says Wonka, only in theaters. Yeah, it's a lunchbox slash popcorn bucket. And if you open this, I don't know if you can be able to see it, but yeah, you can see it's inside of its little suitcase. Not everything in there, but yeah, you can see it has a little Wonka logo. You can see right there. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah. Anyway. So what did I think of Wonka? I have to say, this is an interesting origin story for our favorite chocolate man. This thing, it's a good origin story. Don't get me wrong. It makes a lot more sense than the ones I've seen online. I remember when I first watched the second remake, the Johnny Depp one. Their whole origin story on that is that he had a father who was a dentist who didn't like his eating chocolate whole thing, so he ran away and built a chocolate factory. I don't even think they talk about how he made the chocolate in the French film. I think they did, but it's been a while since I've seen the French film. Okay, so anyway, yeah, the movie was good. I have to say, there's some parts I wish were a bit faster, but I don't have that many complaints after that. I know it's not a movie for everybody. I get that too, but judging by this critic score from Rotten Tomato, I think that most people liked it for the most part, and I had to agree with them. I'm gonna go with it from all the characters. What I remember. Sorry, I have a very, very bad memory. Yeah, I know you're thinking, oh, but you just saw it, didn't you? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but it's not easy when you're. Yeah. Anyway, so Timothy Chalamet. I'm sorry if I'm saying that correctly. As Wonka himself. Has a little mixture of Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp in a way. I had to say he had like that spark of like, oh, I'm gonna make it into the society and all that. There's a lot more I would say. I'll say that for another video down the line of the characters. Noodle. I don't remember her actual name. Sorry, I'm like I said, bad at remembering things. Very good actress. I'm not gonna lie. Especially that whole like, oh, spoiler if you haven't seen the movie, which judging by the rating, a lot of you have. But if you haven't, skip this part of the video. But in the movie, she figures out that Mr. Slugworth is her father, or at least someone related to her. And that expression she has on her face, it's good. Yeah. The same characters, the comedian, the accountant, the operationer. I forgot what the last one was. I'm sorry, but they're all good side characters, especially the comedian and the countess. They had a very good role for the role they had. So let's talk about the villains. Let's talk about the Chocolate Cartel. So Slugworth and the other two. They were very good villains for what they were. Stupid and simple, don't get me wrong, but they were very good villains for what they were. And it's still kind of crazy to see Keaton play a police chief who get bribed by chocolate. I thought him playing a fungus and then him playing a fireman were the weirdest I'll see him play, but nope, it turns out I was wrong. There's a lot more roles that seem interesting for him. He's a good antagonist too, don't get me wrong. You can tell that he doesn't want to do this, but he gets tricked by the cartel with chocolate, obviously. Same with our priestess, or as people know him, Mr. Bean, or the spy. Um, and I have to say, both the chief and the priest are very good antagonists that are not really as evil as a certain chocolate cartel. But anyway, they were good characters too. Also, the mother, both mothers in this movie, the one for Noodle, one for Wonka, they did their role fine. I feel bad. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, the mother for Wonka, I wish she had more screen time at least. Like, like we never know because we don't even know if Wonka has a father. We only know that he has a mother, which I get why they didn't add the father because Johnny Depp kind of did that in his movie. So I get why I was only the mother in this one. And for Noodles, unlike Wonka's, we don't get to see her until like later on in the film, during the flashback. But we only see like the bottom half of her body. We only get to see the rest of her body later on during the whole imagination song when Wonka helped and his friends helped Noodle find her mother. And now, yeah, now we're on to the case that really made me excited to see this. The Oompa Loompa. Yeah, I said Oompa Loompa. Not Oompa Loompas because there was only one for the whole movie. I know there was some during the backstory, but I'm only saying Oompa Loompa because it was only one. But anyway, we all know the whole background of this thing where it's like, oh, I didn't want to do it and it was a pain, but I had to pay bills. I get why, because yeah, I get reasoning. But even I guess that from his acting, he's acting like he's having the time of his life, even though he's all in this Dragon Ball suit thing that he had to do to make him seem more smaller than he actually is. He's a good old villain, don't get me wrong, but I still like the original G. Wilder and Johnny Depp. At least with I had to give Johnny Depp's Oompa Loompa credit. The dude had to do the same take twice, so he had to copy it so it makes it more bigger than it was. And props to that dude. I know it was an old movie, but still impressive for what it was. The sets were amazing. It was interesting to see the original Warner Bros. Logo in sync capacity, like some people say. What else? Oh yeah, the music. Actually, fun fact. My dad didn't know this was a musical. Yeah, I went with my dad, Eric Proctor. When we got to the first song was the one with G with no one not with G with Timothy. He's like, wait, I didn't know that the musical. I'm like, what? Did you forget this is really Wonka? Like, I get that this wasn't marketed as a musical, even though there's literally a couple of songs literally in the movie. There's Imagination, the song of his Dreaming About Getting the Chocolate Shop, and the Oompa Loompa song at the end. I mean, there's too many signs to tell you that this was a musical movie. But he didn't know, so here we are. The music is pretty good. Each song was well in its place, but the first song is I have the whole soundtrack on Apple right now. That's how good it was for me. It may not be the best for everybody. I get everybody has different opinions, and I get that. And I'm gonna get some guys say, "Oh, it's not my preferred taste," but it's better than what it could have been. I can tell you that much. Also, there's one more thing. Another spoiler. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, don't see the movie. But if you don't want to be spoiled, skip to around this time, or this time right here. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil a little bit. But during the credits, we see Oompa Loompa or Toffee or whatever his name is, come in with a projector when it's saw on TikTok where they show like a clip in the movie. He does a whole,
I've got a little bonus for you.
I have a special treat for you. Something like that. And this, instead of showing the clip, he shows what happens to all the characters in the movie, including a certain antagonist who turns certain colors I don't want to talk about right now because I don't want to spoil that part. But yeah, that part really got me. Also this, yeah, the whole soundtrack is very good. If I'm gonna give the soundtrack a rating, I have to say a 9 out of 10 for me. It says 10 out of 10 because it looks like it was hard to build. The acting, 10 out of 10. I know there's some lines that could be fixed, and I get that part, but that's just generally my opinion. Yeah, Miss Peter, I would give that a 9. It was interesting, especially at the beginning with Timothy on the little the sale thing. And for the movie overall, I'll give it a 100 out of 10. Yeah, I know that's a little big for a movie like this. I know some people are like, wait, really? That much? Yeah. I'm a Wonka fan. I'm a Willy Wonka fan, as you see. I literally got a lunch tin popcorn thing from a movie theater to go see this movie. Yeah, that's how committed I am to this franchise. At least, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's my review of Wonka. I hope you like it. I know there can be some things that people don't agree with, and I get that. Oh yeah. Also, hopefully next week, me and Bumpin' and I, and Brandon and anybody else would be ready to record the next episode of the Goosebumps podcast. We already finished recording Monster Blood, Say Cheese and Die. So yeah, when he does finish animated those, yeah, go see them. If when he does finish them, don't know when he will, but if he does, I'll probably put in like the description or up here somewhere around here. Later if I can get my computer to work. If you don't see it up here, I'll probably put it down here in the description. Anyway, yeah. Without me blabbering any longer, that's all I have to say. And good night to you, and oompa loompa doopity doo. I hope you have a wonderful night. Oompa loompa.